Hello everyone. Chelsea's FA Cup clash away at Hull City might look, on paper, like a routine cup tie against championship opposition. But dig a little deeper, and this fixture is packed with emotion, storylines, and one very intriguing subplot: the return of Mamadou Sarr to the Chelsea first team under a head coach who knows him better than almost anyone, Liam Rosenior. When Rosenior confirmed in his pre-match press conference that Sarr will definitely feature against Hull City, it instantly added spice to what was already shaping up to be a fascinating Friday night under the lights at the MKM Stadium. For Chelsea fans, it's a chance to finally get another look at a young defender many inside the club believe has taken huge steps forward. For Sarr himself, it's a moment he's been waiting for. An opportunity to show that his time away on loan, his experiences in France, and his recent Africa Cup of Nations triumph with Senegal have prepared him for the next level. And for Rosenior, this is more than just another cup tie. It's a return to a club where he played, captained, and later managed between 2022 and 2024. Emotions will be high. Memories will come flooding back. And the narrative almost writes itself. A special night for Rosenior. Let's start with the man at the centre of it all, Liam Rosenior. This trip to Hull is not just another away day on the calendar, it's a deeply personal one. Rosenior's connection with the club runs deep. He didn't just pass through Hull City, he became part of their identity for a time. He wore the armband, led in the dressing room, and later took on the responsibility of managing the team during a crucial period in their recent history. Returning to the MKM Stadium, this time in the Chelsea dugout, is bound to be emotional. Football is full of these moments, where careers come full circle, where old chapters meet new ones, and this is one of those nights. Rosenior will want to win, of course. He's fiercely competitive, and the FA Cup is a competition Chelsea takes seriously. But there will also be a sense of nostalgia, maybe even a quiet pride, in walking back into a stadium that played such a big role in his journey. Still, sentiment won't get in the way of ambition. Chelsea are there to progress to the fifth round, and Rosenior knows that cup competitions can quickly turn dangerous if you don't treat them with respect. Hull City are flying high in the championship, full of confidence, and backed by a home crowd that would love nothing more than to knock a Premier League giant out of the competition. The spotlight on Mamadou Sarr. But as emotional as Rosenior's return is, the biggest talking point from Chelsea's side is undoubtedly Mamadou Sarr. At just 20 years old, Sarr is already building an interesting and diverse footballing CV. His journey hasn't been straightforward, but that's often the case with young defenders trying to find their feet at the highest level. Chelsea triggered the option in his contract to recall him early from his loan spell at Strasbourg, and now he's back in London with a clear mission: prove he's ready. Rosenior didn't leave much room for doubt when asked about Sarr's involvement. Yes, Mamadou's got a great chance to start the game, he said. That's a huge vote of confidence. It's also a sign that this isn't just about giving the youngster a few token minutes. There's a genuine belief that Sarr can contribute here and now to this Chelsea. Rosenior also acknowledged how difficult January moves can be for players. Mid-season transfers are rarely easy. New teammates, new systems, new expectations, and very little time to adapt. But in Sarr's case, there's a comforting familiarity. He knows the club, he knows the environment, and crucially, he knows the manager. He's been here before, and also he knows me very well and my expectations and demands with the players, Rosenior explained. That relationship could prove vital in helping Sarr settle quickly and perform without fear. From Strasbourg to Stamford Bridge, a year of growth. Sarr's loan spell at Strasbourg wasn't just about getting minutes, it was about development. Playing in League One is no easy task, especially for a young centre-back. The league is full of quick, technical attackers, and the physical demands are intense. Week in, week out, Sarr was tested in different ways: positioning, decision-making, dealing with pressure, and organising a backline. And according to people inside Chelsea, the feedback has been very positive. There's a strong internal belief that his game has come on a lot over the last 8 months. That's a big statement, and it explains why the club felt confident enough to bring him back early, rather than letting the loan run its full course. Let's not forget, his only senior appearance for Chelsea so far was a brief 8-minute cameo in the Club World Cup group game against ES Tunis in the United States last summer. 8 minutes. That's hardly enough time to make an impression or show what you can really do. Friday night at Hull could be the start of a completely new chapter. Africa Cup of Nations. Winner, a confidence boost. Another important piece of the puzzle is Sarr's recent success on the international stage. Winning the Africa Cup of Nations with Senegal is no small achievement. Even if he wasn't the star of the tournament, being part of a winning squad at such a prestigious competition does wonders for a young player's confidence and mentality. You experience high-pressure games, knockout football, intense atmospheres, and you come back with medals, memories, and a stronger belief in yourself. For a 20-year-old defender, that kind of experience is priceless. It also changes how people look at you. You're no longer just a promising youngster on loan. You're an AFCON winner. You've been part of a successful elite environment. That matters in dressing rooms. It matters in how coaches trust you. And it matters in how you carry yourself on the pitch. So when you put it all together, this isn't just Hull versus Chelsea in the FA Cup. It's Rosenior returning to a club that shaped a big part of his career. Mamadou Sarr stepping back into the Chelsea spotlight after months of growth in France. A young defender, fresh off an AFCON victory, trying to prove he belongs at this level. A confident championship side looking to cause a major cup upset. These are the games the FA Cup is built on. Stories, comebacks, opportunities. And sometimes, the start of something bigger. For Sarr, Friday night could be the beginning of his real Chelsea journey. Not just a name on the squad list, not just a player out on loan, but a genuine option in the first team picture. For Rosenior, it's a chance to show his current club that he can balance emotion with professionalism, and that he can make bold, confident decisions, even when they involve young players under pressure. And for Chelsea fans, it's a chance to see a new, or at least newly improved, face in action, and to dream a little about what he might become. Football is often about timing, and for Mamadou Sarr, the timing feels right. He's older, more experienced, more confident, and more trusted than he was 8 months ago. He's coming back into a Chelsea side that needs depth, energy, and competition. And he's being given that chance by a manager who knows him, believes in him, and isn't afraid to throw him into a meaningful game. Friday night at the MKM Stadium might just be remembered as the night Mamadou Sarr's Chelsea story truly began. And honestly, that's exactly the kind of storyline the FA Cup was made for.